Okay, go ahead.
We are in Charlotteville, the headquarters of ERIC, the Environmental Research Institute in Charlotteville, and we are here with his CEO, Chairman, Aljoscha Wothke. The Environmental Research Institute of Charlotteville has been working in Tobago, achieving a lot of projects for environment and heritage, and not last, the preparation of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere project. The Tobago Heritage Conservation Society and the virtual museum has been kept informed of the various steps, because the heritage has been also a part of what can contribute to the success of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere. But let's see what Aljoscha can tell us more about the project and the vision that he had years ago when he decided to do it.
Well, the last year in October 21, Tobago made international headlines by being nominated and declared as a UNESCO Man in the Biosphere Reserve, which is now the largest one in the English-speaking small island states, our neighboring islands. And this is really a celebration of our natural and cultural heritage in Northeast Tobago. It is a program, it's not so much an award, it's a program in order to harmonize sustainable development, blue and green economy, with livelihoods and well-being of people, and of course purple economy as well. So culture is and heritage, architectural heritage, and any traditional knowledge are extremely important for the Man in the Biosphere Reserve. It is a program that is really based on three elements. One is sustainable development, the other one is conservation. But conservation doesn't mean only environmental conservation, it means also preservation of cultural heritage, whether it's art, craft, or architectural, as well as what's called logistics, and this is the part of research, education, and outreach. So Northeast Tobago, especially Charlotteville, has been already a science hub for Trinidad and Tobago. We had before COVID, we had many environmental researchers coming globally. However, we also hope now that more cultural and architectural and cultural heritage researchers are coming to Northeast Tobago to really continue on the work and support the work that the society is doing, which has unearthed really unknown elements of what we have in Northeast Tobago. But now we need the international support and the international researchers and students to assist us with describing and coming up with ideas how these things can be managed and financed.
Yes, so in fact, at least talking about the heritage aspect, because as Aljoscha said, the UNESCO covers several aspects. We have recorded and provided the assets that are available, in particular on the boundary of the UNESCO Man and Biosphere area, which is the northeast part of Tobago. As Aljoscha underlined, it's very, very important to be able to achieve also assistance from outside, because it's a lot of work that has to be done, and also a lot of specialized work that is required, and sometimes or very often it's very costly unless you're really able to do volunteer time. So through virtual museum we hope to send more awareness to all the members that are especially overseas, and in order to be able to make this particular type of target that we would like to achieve known to the large public.
Right, so my nephew, you would have known, Angelo Bissessar is a historian. He started this legacy about heritage preservation and conservation but it was mainly focused in Trinidad because of his pancreatic cancer condition. So now Gabriele decided, he had been sending, we had linked up, and we have been developing that awareness that Tobago has much more than sea, Boko Reef, Island food, while they are all important, but there are other places that they could come and see, and we have been promoting Tobago from that aspect. Hence the reason I am here to represent the Virtual Museum of Trinidad and Tobago, and to give as much publicity and promotion to what is happening in Tobago at this point in time, so that we have shifted focus a little bit from Trinidad into the Tobago section to bring in the tourists here.
And this is a very opportune time because we have now started to do two things. One is the management plan is about to be written. So this is a 2-year project where the management plan for Northeast Tobago, for the Man in the Biosphere Reserve, is conceptualized, of which you are all very important stakeholders. And the cultural aspect and the heritage aspect is very extremely important. So this will be the time when we will contact you a bit more and find out, okay, what can be done, how can these sites be managed, etc. And we can put this into a coherent framework for the entire Man in the Biosphere program, as well as a possibility in this management plan to already get in contact with researchers from within Trinidad and Tobago and outside of Trinidad and Tobago and thinking about how they can contribute. In addition to which, the sites that are under national heritage, so nationally legally protected sites in Northeast Tobago, will be vested in the newly established or recently established trust, the Northeast Tobago Protected Area Management Trust, which will implement the Man in the Biosphere program. So again, sites that are not privately owned but protected under national law will fall under the trust, and that trust will coordinate next to the conservation and environmental aspects and the economical aspects as well, the heritage aspects, and coordinate the different agencies that are involved.
Okay. So let me ask you a question as well. This is John Samaru. Okay. If you had to make a request for people seeing this video, what is the one thing that you would say to them? Keep it simple, right? But one thing that you would request that you would make of the wider public.
The UNESCO Man in the Biosphere program is not an award, it's a tool. And it's up to us what we do with it, and we pick it up. There are many sites in the world that are UNESCO Man in the Biosphere sites that are not successful because they didn't use it. There are sites that are very successful because they use it. It depends on each stakeholder, whether it's a school teacher, somebody who has a restaurant, a cultural activist, a heritage activist, or environmental activist, to take the tool. There's something for everybody in the program, and it can be used in a coherent way.
The Man in the Biosphere.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Just to learn all about it, right?
Right.
Well, I'm giving my commitment as the curator, the administrator of the Virtual Museum of Trinidad and Tobago, in any way that we can help to promote this heritage project. We are willing to help.
That is really great.
We have a massive forum, and we are willing to share as much as possible.
Right.
Just send it to us, we will share it out here.
Yeah, I mean, the hope is really that we can get to a point where we can properly categorize, understand, and manage our cultural assets. That is the important part, because every day we don't do it, we lose.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Grazie. It was also a beautiful drive to come to Charlotteville. It's always beautiful, really nice. Grazie, Aljoscha. Thank you.
So on behalf of the Angelo Bissessar Virtual Museum of Trinidad and Tobago, I want to formally thank you also for consenting to this with you during COVID time. So we appreciate this interview.
It was really nice for you guys to come.
Right. So Gabriele insisted we wanted to postpone it, and he insisted this is the best time to come.
Yeah. So we still have to do David Ross if possible.